I just want to say off top, I was right. I was absolutely right.
You
Eh,
were.
Yeah, because
I thought that as the episode. I said, "Dang, Rashad was right."
I told you, man. Like me and Tony have we have a saying, and it's like the bottom line and the common denominator with a lot of things, and it's vagina. Like the vagina is going to win out 9 times out of 10. Hey, what's up, it's Rashad, cousin Nadia, back. Pluribus, episode 8, which is actually the penultimate. We thought it was the last one because you know how they be doing. But yeah, got one more episode left. Very happy about that. The Charm Offensive. All spoilers. I just want to say off top, I was right. I was absolutely right.
You
Eh,
were.
Yeah, because
I thought that as the episode. I said, "Dang, Rashad was right."
I told you, man. Like, because okay, because me and Tony have we have a saying, and it's like the bottom line and the common denominator with a lot of things, and it's vagina. Like the vagina is going to win out 9 times out of 10. And in this case, Carol was like, "Hmm, I kind of do want some vagina. It's been about 60 days. So
It's been 7 hours, 13. Gave y'all little prints. Y'all wasn't ready.
no, not at all. So she said, she said, yeah, man, I think I do want some of that. And like, okay. So this episode for me is really interesting because we still got the two views of one, Manousos.
That's oh,
You know what I'm saying? Yo. So Manousos waking up in a hospital.
I'm a ventilator. Just going through not ventilator, but on oxygen. Laid on his stomach, prone.
And they was like, hey, Manousos, what's up, fam? I'm glad you're awake. You had a real rough time, but we got you.
I'm gonna take care of you.
When Usos looked to his right, he saw the scalpel. He said, yo, I'm about to cut this nigga in the jugular and get out of here. And he was like, oh,
I
hey,
just knew he was
man.
gonna stabby.
He was like,
Actually,
hey,
you
hey,
probably don't want to do that.
you're really not healed up. You take at least another couple of weeks. He was like, tell how much is this gonna cost me? It was like, nigga, nothing. Like, what do you
For you,
mean?
Manusos. He said, no, not for y'all, but for the people that was here before you. I don't like y'all. I don't know y'all. Y'all not real. That here is not real. That's the type of time Manusos is on.
Lady said, oh man, do you need an itemized list? It's like, hell's yes, man. What you think?
Yes, actually. Eight to the
Yo,
tune of 8,700 Balboa. He said, Balboa, I'm in Panama. I really am leaving. I'm out of here.
he said, yeah, at least I made this in Panama. Appreciate you. I ain't had to go to the rest of the jungle and then cross the canal. So,
I
so,
was
so,
like, I'm leaving here with something.
yeah, he said, man, charge me for this hospital visit and an ambulance. Sign my
He said,
name.
write it down. I'm a Nuso. Promise to pay. I like that. Had a little layaway on the medical. Very, very American. Love that.
Just saying, man. He said, look, yo, I'm gonna pay my debts. He's like, yo, do you know who Manousos is?
Mhm.
Manousos the Lannisters, because the Lannisters always pay their debts.
And
It
he like his
always.
mama. So I mean, we got some themes here.
Always goes back to Game of Thrones.
Go
Anyway,
Manusas. But
so
he
yeah, he really was like, man,
But he made it. I'm happy.
made it out, still putting just straight up peroxide on his wounds, in the
I was
back of
like, you
the
didn't want him to give you some antibiotics to go?
nah, no antibiotics for him. You know what I'm saying? He said,
I was like, bro, didn't take the bad, but I said, Medusa, you're just, oh man, you're so resilient.
Did you notice the old soil stuff beside him in the bag?
Mm,
Yeah, right beside him in the bag, he had the old stuff. So
yeah.
he's been doing this like every day, just dressing his wounds up on his own. So absolutely wild, yo.
So I
Absolutely
just want to
wild.
bathe him in Neosporin. Ooh, I hate an open wound.
Yeah, and them
It's okay, Manousos.
wounds is wide open.
They so open. They open like a can of peg feet. Ooh, ooh. And Carol's over here busting wide open. That for you, Carol. Mm.
Everybody open.
Right. Yeah, her explanation about how they feel things and all that stuff. I was like, it's just, I guess, especially as you kind of get the feeling like y'all lead up to something. I was like, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Nah, man, I told you, yo. So I like the fact that this episode is of course named the Charm Offensive. Now, who's playing offense? Is it the Hive or is it Carol? Because right now there's some real
But,
like 4D chess going on here with both of them. Because like it feels like
mhm,
everybody is sizing each other up. And okay, so we're gonna get to everything, but there's two particular scenes that I don't have any scenes, like two things that happen that I wanna talk about and see if you picked up on this. So when they're at the diner and she recreates like,
mm,
her early writing days, because that's kind of like the emphasis of the episode is like the Hive wants
mm,
Carol to start writing again and essentially give her a hobby because she just be doing the most. So let's redirect her energies towards something that she actually loved to do, which we find out she ain't loved to do it. She just was doing it because she was good at it, which was alluded earlier because she
mhm,
hated everybody who loved her stuff, which is so weird. But anyway, when she's in the diner, right, and they're playing the music in the background, like there's like this slow close up when she's explaining like what's happening, like that they're actually recreating this to Zosia is explaining this to Carol.
mhm.
The music changes for like 2 seconds, and then it cuts back to the regular music as it starts to like go, like pan back. I'm like, did I hear that? I actually rewound it back. I said, hold on, yo. Why did the music change? Because that's a very intentional choice. Because the music in that scene,
Mm.
it's like it's background, it's diegetic, it's in the scene. So what would make the music change? Like, is it changed for Carol in her mind, or did the music glitch out in the actual world? I don't know. I'm just obsessed with that whole small portion. Did you recognize that?
I feel like the panning and the music it didn't sync up to me, but I felt like I probably heard it in the background. I was like, something's a little off here, but then it went switched back so soon or directly after that, and they started talking about God, what's my girl? I'm gonna call her Betty. I feel like her
Yeah,
name start with a B.
yeah.
The waitress
The
lady.
waitress. Yeah. Because that's at a point she's like what's gonna start
I was
tweaking out?
like,
Like, why is she here? You know what I'm saying? Like, where was
where's
she?
she been?
Oh man,
Where was she at?
she was in Miami. She had a kid and stuff. She got married.
She didn't got married. She was doing makeup. She, it's fine. It's just like the offensive. The Kara was so offended. She was like, "You mean to tell me she had a life?" I'm like, "Well, Kara, I mean, she infected now. I ain't saying she can't have a life, but
Like everybody had a life.
I feel like we do see that true. And like if you look down, down the line in the episode, and so she kind of like click out a little bit. I think
That
a
was
couple of
my
times though she
second
clicked
point.
out.
That was my
Yeah.
second point. I'm
So
glad
I'm
you
like,
hey,
can we wake y'all up?
great segue. So with that being said, we see that Carol is talking to her and really trying to okay, because Carol is trying to cater her little situationship with Zosia as a very like, I am here with you as an individual. And
Mm.
when she says that, also like the whole like pronoun thing was like mad funny too. You know what I'm saying? Saw what you did there, Vince. I saw what you did there.
She was sick of her. She was like, you can't even. She was like, Just cuss that girl out.
Yeah, like all the brains you got, you can't even like resolve a fucking pronoun. I was like, oh snap. And Zosha was like,
But,
I, I, um,
uh,
pardon
hey,
me. You know,
I'm cool.
I'm like, yeah, I can do
Part of just
it.
me, not us. Me as an
Yeah,
individual.
because even then, like, it's even like
That's
after that, she actually says like she kind of like acquiesces and then says, like what I want to do.
hmm
And then for like, I don't know, a good 4 seconds, she just zones out and it's just blank to the
hmm
point that Carol was like, hey, girl, you good? And then for her to get
Like
back
she would
on,
have another seizure or something.
yeah, that's what it looked like. It's like her it's like saying I and individualizing herself messed with the psyche of the hive to the point where the hive said,
Mm.
you got to get a way to get out of this. And it was like, give her some pussy. And I'm like, yo, that is a wild stretch. So again, like I'm saying, who's
But it
playing
kept
who?
happening though. Because she clicked out like 3 times. I'm gonna be honest. When Carol pulled out the whiteboards again, I was like, "Oh, Carol, I see what you did there. Was this comeback all a lie? Was a lie, Carol? Were the tears all lies?
I,
Were they
f-
all lies, Carol? Because it
I
feels like a lie.
I feel like it's a little bit of both. I feel like she definitely still because even like when they was playing the little childhood, it's like what was they playing?
Spit.
Playing
They
spit
were
and like
playing
and like
spit.
and like was it like croquet?
Oh yeah, they was playing a
Playing,
little
it was
croquet.
playing croquet and
Is
and
croquet? Yeah,
it was playing
I'm
croquet,
putting some
right?
razzle dazzle on it.
No, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? And like Carol and like the Hive was like, okay, so gotta give it up to the Hive for recognizing that Carol is an ass and she responds to ass wholeness because even like you lost,
Yes.
bro, and they put it on the screen like that was really funny, like unexpectedly fun, like oh yo, and then Zosha's like you're a loser. I'm like I just wasn't expecting that because they've been so affable. So but now that this could easily be a sign that the Hive is adapting just a bit to their current situation with Carol because there's no way they would have done this
hmm
earlier because they'd have been like, yo, we don't want to be offensive to Carol. We always want to make sure that like we're in this perpetual state of giving pleasure. Hence the whole, you know what I'm saying, sleeping with an
hmm
enemy by the end of the episode. And her playing
Yeah.
house. Like they was like out there really playing house. And that surprised that
Which,
really I should have been surprised by it, but I was very surprised by it. I was like, yo, Zosha's still there. And then they wake up, you can tell it's like this wasn't like no one
yeah.
day
And
thing.
then like
You go.
yeah, because she's like doing dishes or getting ready to cook breakfast or something like that. I was like, oh, this is not the morning after. This is down the line. That's the second time Zosha clicked out when she was talking about the mango ice cream thing. And she was like, oh, I used to love. And she clicked out. But she clicked out for too long. Because at the end of it, like you said, trying to get her to pull back or whatever, she was like, oh, you're going to have a visitor. But I was like, it don't take them that long to to transmit messages. Like it's never
Nah,
taken that long.
nah,
So
nah,
it's
nah, nah,
like,
nah, 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 nah. It was almost like it was like a little bit of overload, but it wasn't sparked by negativity. It was sparked by like almost like a genuine longing for individuality. Like yo, like I'm in this like
yeah,
I'm
that's
like me as an in because remember, Carol is framing her as you my girl. And she has to then remember Hive is all about pleasure. So in order to give Carol pleasure, she has to respond to her as an individual. So that whole
hmm
notion really isn't meshing well with the pluribus of it all for the Hive. So we got So we got Zosia just being Carol's living girlfriend, and Carol is slowly but surely just trying to break the curse of the hive in her mind. Because let's look at it like
Hmm.
this. Because the hives, okay, the hive right now is essentially the all right, make a comic reference. It's almost like, I mean, it's not really like, okay. You ever heard of the Annihilation Wave from Marvel in the
I feel like
comics?
I have in
Yeah,
like
so
in
there's like, yeah, there's
passing.
like a nihilist, and he's like a villain, and he has his little minions, and they're basically just sweeping across the galaxies. And it's a whole thing. They try to defeat him, blah, 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 whatever. And the way that the like the hive is working, they're trying to disseminate this message to whoever is out there.
Yeah,
So it's not just Earth,
which is
it's
crazy.
any living form that can reason and has like advanced technologies and advanced thoughts and thinking. They're trying to get it out so everybody can be on this one wavelength when it comes to the hive, because they're looking
Which is
at the
crazy.
because remember the other galaxy was I think they said 640 light years away. So if you look at it like in retrospect,
Hmm.
that message for the most part has been emanating forever. For a very long time. For it to take that long to get to Earth, there's no telling who else in the universe has picked up this message. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it like this. Let's just say if the place that it came from
Which we
isn't
still
a
don't even know what the
place
message is.
isn't a place that it originated. Because to be honest,
Yeah.
it's not a message. It's it's just a pattern. And they figured out it was an RNA pattern. So this is down to, because when you look at it, this like if you try to science this, this goes down to the notion that regardless of where you are, DNA and intelligent life forms are essentially more or less the same. And you can figure that out if
Hmm.
you know if you can figure out what RNA and break down the code, then you can actually, whether it's on purpose or by mistake, you can then propagate the message to everybody in that population. And I think that for me, that's like the most crazy
We
part
got to find out who
because
did this.
and we're never gonna I don't think we're ever gonna know that. Like that mystery is gonna be left unsaid because it's just it's better to leave that unsaid. You know what I'm saying? It's almost
I
like
got to know this is coming from. I don't like it.
but think about it, like some movies having a hanging thread of a mystery makes it so well. You've seen
Mm-hmm.
Inception, right? Seen Inception? So with the spinning top at the end of the movie,
What does it all mean?
like is he in a dream or not? You feel what I'm saying? Like we can surmise that he made it out, but we don't
Yeah.
we don't really know. And at the end of that scene,
Mm.
how it ends and cuts to black, that's impactful because it then makes you look at the entirety of the thing. The first time I saw that, I was in the house by myself, downstairs, watching this on TV because I didn't see it in the theaters. I'm very sad about that. That made me go see Interstellar in 3D. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, as I'm watching the end of Inception, and that spinning top just barely wobbles and it cuts to black, it made me so emotional because then you got to figure out, did Leo ever make it back? Because all he wanted to do was get back home. That was his entire mission. His mission was to get back home. And because we don't know if he got back home or not, that makes the story even better, in my opinion. I know, like we've created a society of completionists. Like we gotta know everything about everything, and like Easter egg culture and breakdown videos, which we are sort of a part of. But but other than that, like it really like you really have to like let that imagine like your imagination take over, and that imagination then sparks the conversation that's much more fulfilling sometimes if it's just everything is so A, B, C, very linear and flat, and it's kind of after a while if
Mhm.
everybody does that, then it's just boring. All right, back to Pluribus. It would be
But
nice
they
to know.
definitely, I'm for them dragging it out. Yeah, like because remember, because I still need to understand the why. Like, yeah, you want everybody to be, oh, maybe I want a card, because I feel like if we know the why for why they want to do that, maybe that can speak a little bit more to the why as to why these 12 people didn't, didn't take in whatever. That's all I was like. I think that is the biggest thing because I still think there's a
Yeah,
big
I
bad
feel you.
somewhere
I feel you
that's
because
not the Hive.
I don't know,
Who is
man.
how y'all doing this?
I don't know because
Maybe
even
because
the
we're so used to individualism.
it's a commentary on that, and even on how the fact that the 12 who actually didn't get turned, like, okay, let's look at it like this. So if the 12 that didn't get turned allegorically are sort of like the 12 disciples. So
Why I thought that.
I'm just saying, like, let's be real. It's right there in front of our faces. And I didn't think about this until today. I feel a little stupid. So the fact that these people are kind of like the almost like the called out, and we gotta
Hmm.
and a lot of them haven't, because like right now, the only thing that doesn't really mesh well is like there is no real savior for them. Like they have to literally do okay, let's make a better biblical analogy. They're like the 12 tribes of Israel. So like now they have to
Hmm.
figure out how to work together, how to plan, how to move, who's going to do what, and all of that. And now we only have three of them potentially, really two. Get to an apostle that's going to actually try to
Hmm.
work together, and the rest of them are kind of just doing their own thing, you know. So like that's because we got, of course, we got like Israel and like Judah, and I don't know who Diabate would be, but like, but other than that, like the rest of them are just they're not really down for the cause. So that's an interesting point because they're fighting for individuality, and also Carol's fighting for individuality. Manousos is fighting for his okay. Manousos is fighting for essentially culture being taken from him. And that's why to me, like it hit much harder for him because his way of life was snatched. And he feels like everything has been stolen from him and stolen from the
Hmm.
world. That's why he going back like I'm gonna pay everybody back because this is what I owe. Like there's a service and there's a price. There's a service, there's a price. That's why every time I do this, I even know it's not mine, I'm gonna pay because that's just how the world works to him. And they stole that from him. Carol again is like, I'm fighting for the world because this don't make sense to me. And it should be the way it was because I can't even think for y'all not even thinking for yourselves. The Hive, again,
Hmm.
still has a very hidden motive behind all of this. And the only thing that makes okay, here's the thing. I'm trying to talk this out of my mind. The only thing that separates the Hive from like your normal villainous group is the fact that they have their own checks and balances within themselves that says this is as far as you can go.
Hmm.
Outside of that, The only thing that the hive has is persuasion. And they're trying their
That
best
is true.
to ethos their way into letting these people say, hey, we are the way, the truth, and the life. Outside of that, they just got rebellious, this couple of rebellious people who ain't really down for the cause. And I think that tension to me is like, it's just so intriguing to me.
I just, I don't know, man. I feel, you know, again, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I just the hives. I don't like them. I don't. Yeah. Again, just general suspicion. Me and Manousos have that in common. I don't trust them, but I don't know what. And again, I'm gonna keep coming back to this. I think every episode, who is controlling y'all? Even though we got into some other like call them Carol facts to put up on the whiteboard,
Yeah.
such as, oh, everyone sleeps in like in these large areas together, very middle, like it don't look comfy. That's the other thing. Like, I get everybody got the same place. Y'all ain't even really making pallets with like mattress foam. Y'all on the floor with a couple of blankets. I'd live that life. That's crazy.
She said
They're like,
cuddle
oh, we all
buddies.
do this and we all do this for that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, but y'all, what? It's just, even, oh, and then the whole thing with oh my God, what was the dog name? Oh, it was Baird something. And I was like, look at the dog. And it was like, oh, is this your pet? Of course not. We would never keep pets. But obviously the animals don't have any connection to what they got going on. They're not going to leave their owners. So we just let them come along with us or whatever. I was like, oh, that's an interesting thing. So how many pets? Yeah, y'all had to keep. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I hope they can tell. Well, obviously, we ain't got but one more episode left, but just kind of revealing some of the hive things that are going on. Because I did wonder about that. The whole like where y'all be at? Because y'all be moving in silence. Then you see all the
Literally.
trains coming in with all the people to come back, and then Carol talks about her. And then Carol talks about her like love of trains and how lonely the sound of it, which was I didn't necessarily get that. I was like, I guess it sounds lonely.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Carol.
Like I feel like that was one of those things where like you talk to somebody and you just saying like you just talking, just being confusing. Like that's one of
Right.
those scenes where like, for me, Carol was like trying to like, I'm gonna say some things to and garner the trust of the hive so they can like I'm opening up to them. Because think about it. Because after that, what did the hive do? The hive said, hey, let's go back to the diner.
And when it made the train sound, I was like,
Made the train sound for
oh, so
her.
I never told anybody that I want, yeah, that I like trains.
So
And I'm
yes,
like, mm.
yeah. So this is
And
one
then
of
even
the
with that, they were so excited for her to get back to writing or whatever. I was like,
yeah. So
because girl, get
again,
off of
like
us. Get off of us. We need you off this mystery.
so yeah, so I'm saying like so both of them, the Hive and Carol is just trying to play each other. Like the whole time. That's the whole move. Again, I'm gonna try
Mm,
to persuade you to be in our side because we're just so affable. And Carol is like, I'm gonna be affable towards you so I can get the information I need because the entire episode is just a huge fact-finding mission. Because when they was playing croquet, that's all Carol was doing was asking questions.
hmm
So how about this? So how about, how like why do y'all do this? Or what's going on with that? And because it was coming from a place of like kindness and to be honest, I think the there's okay, all right. There's a thing about the hive where it's not even kind. Again, I gotta go back to the Bible. It's a very like love is patient and is kind type of vibe to them. So they had a lot of
hmm
patience for Carol, obviously, but also and this is the part that kind of throws Manousos off because it's kind. Love is patient and is kind because not only do they because kindness is twofold here. Kindness is an action and is also a look. So they are treating him kindly and they also look kind. So that their appearance is kind. So and think about it, like your man was a storage facility owner, runner, whatever. Let's just say he's an owner because he had a decent amount of money.
Hmm.
That's his job. He's basically holed up in the office all day long until he goes home. And like he was holed up in his home until he went to the office. And you don't really need to be kind to be
Hmm.
a storage facility owner. I'm pretty sure most of them are not really just happy people because why would you
Very
be?
true.
So the hive being overly kind to him, it just and looking kind and smiling and all that nonsense, it instantly pisses him off. When he gets to take from Carol and he realizes Carol kind of shares the same ideals and she's also looking skeptical and just a tad bit angry on tape, he's like, oh shit, I reckon, yeah, 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 yeah. I know what that is. That's me. So he clings on to
Mhm.
that and then leaves.
Hold my drink.
I gotta meet this angry white lady because ain't nobody else as mad as that as me. You know what I'm saying? Like we got something, we got at least
If
one thing in
everybody else acting
common.
like this is fine.
Nah, we got one thing in common, and we hate who is these niggas? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what Manousos is saying the whole time. So again, the hive man, the hive is definitely trying to be love is patient and is kind. Because even when like you said, like she kind of like spaced out for the second time after talking about home and the mango tree, and when they came back, and you know what I'm saying, we was poor, you know and all that good stuff. And she starts tweaking out for for the second time. It says, hold up. About to have a visitor. And I'm pretty sure, I'm,
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure that like because she lives on the outskirts of town. I doubt anybody in a hive is going to be within a 30-mile radius because he is obviously hostile to the hive. Because Zosia probably would have hung out and stayed if he was like kind of a little chill. Nah, she was like, you got a visitor. The same way they did with Diabate when it came to Carol. And they might just be out.
Mhm.
They gonna mess
Said,
around.
we'll be right over next town over.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What other towns is in New Mexico? Santa Fe? Yeah, they gonna be they about to be out, yo.
We'll be there.
Yeah, not here. You know what I'm saying? Not here at all. So yeah, man, like it's like this show is just so intriguing to me. And it's just good television,
Yeah.
man. Like it really is.
I hope they don't
Can't.
take forever to come back. Just come back like y'all got some sense. Please.
Yeah, if we
Apple
can make
TV.
this, we can make this a yearly thing. That would be really good. I can do 5 seasons of this. Easy.
I'm still waiting on during Changeling. I was thinking about that earlier today. I was like, dog, I hope they don't give them the Changeling treatment where you leave on a cliffhanger and then what happened to the show? Bring it back.
Come on,
Treat
it's
it like Severance.
just like Severance. Yeah, I hope Severance comes back next year. At least 27. It took them forever to come back with season two. You know?
It,
It took them forever to come back with season
yeah, I'm
two.
not gonna, I'm not gonna. I'm already yelled enough about these gaps. I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna chill. But I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of everybody.
Yeah, man.
Streaming services, people.
Yeah, yeah,
Tighten
yeah,
up.
yeah. All
We need
right, y'all.
television.
That's it for today, man. Oh, real quick before I go, I'll be remiss to say, I'm not sure if you know this guy, Lamar Wilson. He was a YouTuber. He was one of the first like black people on YouTube that was really killing it. It was like him, Black Nerd Comedy Andre, Marquez Brownlee, MKBHD, and a few others. And he was like kind of in the same orbit of those people. Fortunately, he passed away like in November, and his family just released it like last night. Fortunately, he took his own life, and it just sucks.
Mm.
Yeah, man. So like, RP to Lamar. He was a funny, just nerdy ass black dude, man, who was just trying to do his thing, and yeah, it just really it really took me back this morning when I saw that. I was like, what? Looking for something else.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Found out on Threads. I was like, oh man, that sucks, man. But yeah, man. RP Lamar Wilson, man. All right. But yeah, we'll be back. Me and Tony will be back next week talking about our year in review. Year in review, what we love, what we hated, all that type of stuff. Pluribus comes out on Wednesday next week. Pluribus is on Wednesday.
That's because they're
So
not trying to compete with Stranger Things.
absolutely, who would? Who would want to? Who would want to? So we'll and if it comes on, if it's like a Tuesday night thing, then I don't know. We may try to just hit him on Wednesday because after Stranger Things come out, ain't nobody gonna be talking about Pluribus anymore. So we'll let you guys know. And of course next week again, year review that last week of the year, what we're looking forward to in 2026. And yeah, because it's a lot. It's a lot. That's all I got, man. Again, subscribe on all the things. Facebook, if you're nasty, IG, TikTok, especially here on YouTube. If you're listening on via a podcast, thank you. Let us know. Yeah, till next time.